Okay, we are going to learn how to debug via stdcout or the debug macro. Let's first begin by disabling this breakpoint. We'll just delete it for now. This can be really helpful if you have some pretty deep function calls or your code makes use of a lot of library code and it's hard to step through it in an efficient manner while not forgetting what you were originally looking for bug-wise. It can also take some time to set up, but it's a really valuable tool you can use to fix code. We're going to try to trace why our drag and drop doesn't reselect the dropped item, and we'll start by adding some debug statements that print out the name of the functions so we can see the call order without using breakpoints. We're going to expand upon this idea as we hunt for the solution. So let's scroll up to our add child function. This guy right here. We are going to add the debug macro to the functions that we know are going to be called with whenever a node is added or a node is dropped. And we're going to ignore functions that don't call any code internally, such as this function or this function. We're not going to add anything to that. So we're going to do, let's see, add child gets one. We might do this guy. We're not going to do this one. We're not going to do this one. We're going to do item dropped, and item dropped calls this thing and this thing. So we'll also do move items. We will also do get selected tree view items. We will do refresh sub items because that calls something internally. We're not going to do this because it doesn't call anything. We'll do all of these because they call this function, which calls this function. Okay. All right. So let's go up to add child and let's make that happen. So we'll do dbg, and we'll just do this with the double quotes or the double colon. And we'll add this thing right there. And we'll just paste this into each of these functions we know we're going to call right at the top. That goes item dropped. And then after we do this, we will add all of the actual function names. All right, refresh sub items, get something. We're not doing this one. All right, we're going to do this. Let me expand this. All right, we'll put these guys on their own line. That'll go there. We'll do this for this guy. That, and one more. And finally, we'll do this. And we'll do this inside this if statement because we don't really care if this gets called and this if statement isn't entered. It's only interesting if it is entered. All right, so just copy the function name, put it there. Copy, put it after the colons. Copy, put it after the colons. Copy. Okay, let's just get rid of this space for right now. Whoops. Okay. All right. So that takes care of that step.